Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Eka Susanti with NPM 224111006 from class MBA Accounting 22R. Here I will explain the material about the role of corporate governance. Okay, one, the concept of corporate governance. Corporate governance is a system that regulates and controls company to ensure it's managed professionally and responsibly. It consists of a set of rules, policies, and practices that ensure companies operate in a fair, transparent, and accountable manner. Corporate governance serves as a bridge between the interests of various stakeholders, including stakeholder, management, customers, supplier, government, and the general public. With good governance, companies can maintain integrity, manage risks, and increase long-term value. Next, objective of corporate governance. The main objective of implementing corporate governance is to create a sound, ethical, and sustainable management system. Other important goals include maintaining the trust of investor and stakeholder by ensuring that managerial decisions are made transparently and responsibly. Next, reducing risks of fraud and abuse of power through internal monitoring mechanisms. Okay, next, improving company performance and efficiency by encouraging accountability and management discipline. Next, supporting compliance with laws and regulation to avoid penalties and protect reputation. Next, ensuring protection for all stakeholders, both internal and external to the company. Okay, next, scope of corporate governance. Corporate governance covers a broad range of strategy and operational aspects across a level of the organization. Its scope includes organizational structure, define the role and responsibilities of key corporate bodies such as the board of commissioners, board of directors, and audit committees. Information transparency ensure the openness of financial and corporate information to the public and investor. Okay, next, risk management involves identifying and managing strategic and operational risks. Internal control include internal audit system and supervision to ensure compliance and efficiency. And next, ethics and integrity involves instilling honesty, responsibility, and professionalism in company activities. Okay, next, principle of good corporate governance. There are 5 key principles that form the foundation of good corporate governance. Okay, one, transparency, providing clear, accurate, and timely information to all stakeholders. Accountability, everyone in the company must have clear responsibilities and be accountable for their action. Responsibility, the company must fulfill its legal and social obligation consistently. And next, independence, decision must be made without interference and from parties with personal interest. And next, fairness, with personal interest. Okay, next, fairness, ensuring fair treatment of all shareholder and stakeholder. Next, the role of the board of commissioners and director. The board of commissioners and board of director play a crucial role in successful corporate governance. The board of commissioners and supervise and advise the board of director, which is responsible for daily operation. A healthy collaboration between the two is essential for effective implementation of corporate principle. Okay, next, the relationship between corporate governance and company performance. Good corporate governance has a direct impact on business performance. Companies that adopt good governance practices tend to gain investor trust, build strong reputation, and more resilient during crisis. This is due to more effective decision-making system that minimize conflict of interest. Next, challenge in implementing corporate governance. Some common challenges in applying corporate governance include lack of commitment from top management, organizational culture that does not support transparency and accountability, limited resources for audit and internal control, and group between formal regulation and actual implementation. Okay, next, the role of regulators and supervisory institutions. Governance and regulatory institutions such as the Financial Service Authority (OJK) play an essential role in fostering sound corporate governance. They set standards, conduct evaluation, and impose sanctions on companies that fail to comply with the rules. This helps protect market, investor, and the public. Okay, next, the corporate governance in digital era and ESG integration. In digital age, corporate governance face new challenges and opportunities. Company must adapt to information technology, data protection issue, and sustainability conference. ESG, environmental, social, and governance, has become an important part of governance, emphasizing not only financial performance but also social environmental impact. Okay, next, corporate governance mechanism. Effective governance requires both internal and external mechanisms. Internal mechanisms including organization structure, internal policy reporting system, board supervision, and committees such as the audit and risk committee. External mechanisms involves investor, creditor, capital market, media, and governance regulation. Both mechanisms are necessary to ensure robust internal monitoring and external accountability. Okay, that's all the explanation for me. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.